Hi guys. One of the guys says, exactly what is the diet? So we're going to talk about that, and we're going to do arms and chest today. So one of the guys says, let's see some bikes in the workout videos. So we got some beautiful bikes to look at before we start. Now, when you do your workout is entirely up to you. Some guys might want to get up at 3 in the morning. Some guys might want to do it at 12 midnight or anywhere in between. The important thing is you do it. The important thing beyond that, you do the exercise properly, what you're doing. The important thing beyond that is that you have the right diet to support the exercise. If you don't do the exercise right, if you don't have the right diet, you're kind of wasting time. So we're 5 weeks in. Still got a gut. As I build up ab muscle, I won't have to suck it in. This will just become normal, and they'll all shrink. And eventually all this fat will go away. Still got fat. And it'll go away and suck in. You'll actually start to see a lot of ab muscle. That takes a little time. It doesn't happen in a month, but it's coming. So before you work out, what I like to do, which I highly recommend, put 2 spoons of coffee, room temperature, or lukewarm. You don't want it hot, you don't want it cold, but the caffeine will give you an extra charge, so you do a little bit more in your workout. Your workout's within 45 minutes, no more. Doesn't mean you do the whole 45 minutes either, because you don't want to overstress the body either. Maybe you go for 15 minutes. Wherever you're at is where you're at. So I'm going to drink my coffee. Now the diet is quite simple. Most of us older guys, we got to get up and pee in the middle of the night. So if I got to get up at, say, 5 in the morning and pee, I go have 3 eggs. That gives me a time. So that means at 8 o'clock, if I'm not ready to wake up, I want to get up, have another 3 eggs. When the body senses you're awake, it starts searching for protein to heal. It's stupid, that's important. And you want immediate, easily digestible protein. So another 3 eggs, say at 8. That sets my timeline for the day until my workout is. My workout may or may not coincide with those timelines. Once you do your workout and you have your meal, your workout meal, that sets your timeline for the rest of the day. So today, for example, I got up at 7, had a pee, slammed my eggs, set the alarm for 10 because I've been up late. I got up right before 10, turned the alarm off, had my eggs. You got to get rid of your lactase. What that means, when your body swells from working out, there's a little product enzyme called lactase that makes you sore. You got to get rid of that so you can regenerate your muscles. The very best way to do that I know of, you can take magic pills from the various supplements and spend money, or you can just hop in a hot shower. So after my workout, I take a nice hot shower, take a nice hot shower before bed, and I take another hot shower in the morning. Because when I wake up in the morning, I'm still sore. After my 3rd shower, no more sore. I'm ready to work out. If I'm still sore after my 3rd shower, I take a day off and let the muscles heal. I continue my hot showers, I continue my diet. Even if you have a day off or 2 days off, that doesn't mean feed your face with whatever you want to eat. When you turn on a fat burning gene, you cannot go, okay, well, I'm just going to have a piece of cake, because you just switched it off. You have to stick with your diet. Or you turn off, it takes a whole week to turn on that fat burning gene. You lost a week just for having a slice of cake. So it's a do or you don't. So after my workout, I need to boost my blood sugar so the nutrients I'm about to put in my body, especially the protein, can absorb into the muscle. The best way to do that is with a natural sugar. I eat a rotten banana, 5 raw eggs. I take my royal jelly at that time. If we have juice ready, we do juicing with fruits and vegetables, which are very healthy. That's most of my vegetable content. I'll have some juice at that time, because any nutrients you want in your body, that's the best time to get your body to absorb it. So one thing to put in your mouth and into your stomach. It's another thing to get it into your actual cells. And the body's energized. It's ready to absorb whatever you put in it immediately after your workout. You got 15 minutes. That's it. But after my workout meal, I will then, that's my time period of every 3 hours, I'll either have a meal with some protein and vegetables, red meat, it can be chicken if I don't have any red meat available, it could be pork, or eggs. So I have at least one meal, sometimes 2 meals a day. If I have a second meal, it's with cottage cheese and nuts and so forth, and some fruit. And so let's say today I have my workout meal, just to give it time, let's say that's 1 o'clock. Well, then that means at 4 o'clock is my next meal, so I'll have an actual meal at 4. I'll have another meal at 7, which will be eggs at that point in time. Then I'll have another meal at 10. That'll be another 3 eggs at 7, 3 eggs at 10. And before bed, I'll have a nice little bowl of cottage cheese with no fruit. You don't want any sugar right before bed. So the meal I posted on Instagram last night was my 10 o'clock, and I had a little bit of grapefruit, which is a good fat burner. So if you're going to have fruit before bed, you want a fat burner type fruit. Some fruits are fat burners. Don't eat like mangoes, that sort of stuff. It's too much sugar. And there's fruits that help you burn fat. Grapefruit is a very good example of that. And you do it the meal before the end bedtime meal. And that's your diet. So 1 to 2 normal meals a day. And eggs, raw eggs. Why raw eggs? Easily digestible protein. The cholesterol in the yolk is stupid ass important for releasing the testosterone your body's producing and freeing it up into the bloodstream. And as you lean out, the good cholesterol becomes very beneficial to the body's functions. There's bad cholesterol like fried chicken, and there's good cholesterol. Raw egg yolks are the best form of good cholesterol that you can eat. What makes a chicken? It's extremely nutritious. Extremely nutritious. So you want to boost that good cholesterol in the body. The time between sets, the closer you keep it to about 15 seconds between sets, will boost your testosterone production. The more testosterone production you can create, your body create, the faster your muscles will grow. So between the diet, how you do the exercise, your set time, it's a composite. It's a lifestyle. I can't stress this enough. It's an entire lifestyle of what you're doing, how you're treating your body. It's not, oh, I hit the gym and I do a little of this or that. If you don't support it with everything else, you're almost wasting time. You might as well sit on the couch and watch TV. You're not going to get much. So, I'm going to put this little mug down. Take my little earpiece off here. So today we're going to do arms and chest. You're taking the time. One thing to drink is coffee, but now you got to get it to absorb. You don't want to really be working out with a ton of liquid in your stomach, so you give it a couple of minutes. Once I drink the coffee, then I'm taking the time to talk. Waiting here, so I'm gonna write my time down in a minute, get everything ready, move this out of the way. You're gonna use it here later. Some of the stuff we're gonna be doing. Now what we have here is a pull-up bar, and the center one here you can use for pull-ups here, or you can hold it and do leg lifts. I'm not strong enough for pull-ups, full body weight, or leg lifts full body weight at this time. I will be later. I remember I'm coming back from fat and sloppy. I'm only 5 weeks in. It takes time. It doesn't happen in a day. It's called consistent, over and over and over again. Do it right. Don't force yourself. Don't strain the muscles. But you got to make them work. Little weights off here. Now those who are wondering, yesterday I did squats, I did calves, and I did a behind the head shoulder raise with some dumbbells like this. The whole rotor cuff area, whole shoulder area is the most complicated muscle in your body. So you got to really watch what you're doing and do it right and don't overstress it. You injure this area and get a rotor cuff surgery, you're fucked. You're fucked. Very difficult to come back from that surgery. That was one of the reasons why I got so fat and sloppy this time, because I completely destroyed this entire rotor cuff. I flipped my Indian hill climber. I couldn't even move my arm more than this. It took months before I could even lift it up like that. I found a local chiropractor, and man, he saved me. The poor guy, his wife, she's got brain cancer right now. I just was visiting him this other week. Wonderful people. Real sweetheart. We became good friends. We're going to move this here. Now we're good. I'm not strong enough to do a full body pull-up. So when you lift weights in the same area, it's not quite the same thing as pulling up. But we want to work the chest, we want to work the lats area, lower arm muscles here. So what I have to do is do a similar exercise. I'm going to show you how to do it for those guys who don't have something like a Bowflex or a full gym, how you can do this. If you're at home, all you need is a closet door. They have little compressors that go in your closet, and you set it at different heights. You can put a chair out, it takes half your body weight up, and you do the exercise like I'm going to do, so that you're taking up some of the weight off your body. And when you do a proper pull-up, even when I'm taking the weight off my body, I'm actually working my legs and my ab at the same time, especially the lower abs here. You'd be really surprised how much it works here when you take that weight off and you're supporting yourself, how much that works. But when you do a full body pull-up, you don't swing. When I get strong enough, you'll see that we'll make other videos. You don't swing and you tense your whole body, and you're actually working your entire back and your abs and your legs by tensing your whole body as you do the pull-up properly. Most guys swing. You don't ever swing when you do this stuff. You don't use momentum. You fuck yourself up. Maybe not right away. It might take 10 years, but that momentum, it stresses the joints in ways that are really, really bad. So, now when I started 5 weeks or so ago, I could do a push-up all the way down, but I wasn't ready to do what I'm going to show you here. I wasn't strong enough. So some of you guys watching, some of you girls watching, you're nowhere near as in the little bitty shape that I'm in right now. So if this is what you got to do, then this is what you do it. This would be a starter push-up. Okay? So this is arm and chest day. So a starter push-up, you might be on your knees. You might have to hold your hands like this or like this, whichever. If this is all you can do, great, you started. That's okay. You'll get better. You will get better and stronger. And eventually you'll go down further and further, and eventually you gotta take your legs all the way out, and you'll be able to go all the way down and all the way up. Okay? Then when you get strong enough, you want to take the momentum further. So it's real important, especially for you guys when you want to have a full sweeping chest, you've got to do this. So get it in from the side so we can see. We're going to write down our time here. We're going to start. It's 11:56 a.m. Now, there's a whole lot of guys and girls are all cut up and all this and all that, and they're making exercise videos. That's real discouraging when you're fat and sloppy like me, watching this real buff person. How did they do that? Well, wait a minute. I'm 100 pounds overweight. I can barely walk. Everything hurts. And how do I get there? Well, when I started this, this little gut was over the shorts. It was starting to hang and droop. And certainly I could have been fatter, and certainly I could have been weaker, and I've been fatter and weaker. And I got in really good shape. I didn't have this thing called a magic camel. When I did that before, I didn't know what I was doing. I had to learn. I finally figured it out, and I was locked up. But I had access to a lot of reading material that I wouldn't have had access to actually if I wasn't in that situation, and a whole lot of professional people that were exercise gurus I was locked up with. And I picked everybody's brain and I figured it out. So what we're going to show you is the composite of all that knowledge I was able to absorb. Once I got it, I got ripped. So you're going to watch me get ripped on the channel. I'm going to do postings on Instagram, and everybody can watch me get ripped. So you want to know how to get from fat and sloppy, like me, or ripped, this is how we do it. Okay, so once you get strong enough from your weaker push-ups, you want to go to this here. Grab 2 chairs up against the wall so they don't move. And show my stomach so they can see what I'm doing here. I do a stretch. Which tightens up the abs. It warms up the muscles. Okay? For every beginning set. You just want it wide enough so you can go down in between it. You plank your body. When you go down, we're going to do a set of 10. All the way down. That's 10. Now that stretches the chest right here in the sides, our triceps here. Give you some back arms. It works this inner tricep here. You see that spread right there? It brings that out. See the triceps? I didn't have that 5 weeks ago. So now we're going to go to our box pull-ups here. When you film this, get the back and walk around to the front. Draw around so I can see what I'm doing. Okay, your spread is very important. You don't want to go wide. You want to go right here so you can work those lats properly, okay? That's stupid, that's important. Most people go up to the chin. That's weak, boys. You only do that if that's the only way you can do it. This is where you want to go. You want to bring it to your chest. 1. Touch it. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9, 10, 11, 12. Now I'm not straightening the arms all the way. That's on purpose. When you go all the way out, you're not putting tension on the muscles. Here, this is tense. Here, this is tense. Flex, 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 flex. That works the muscles. See the pause? You need the pause. Now, I'm doing sets of 12 because I need to, that's not using very much weight. Careful. But I need to start somewhere to where I can actually do a complete pull-up. I don't want to force it. I don't want to jerk it. You start jerking the weight around your body, you will injure yourself. I'm not ready for a full body pull-up. Give me a month, maybe 2 months, I'll be ready. I'm not there yet. So now, I want to work upper chest more. So I can't do that properly to really bring out the upper chest. I got to bring out this upper chest here, not just the bottom. So we're gonna start with 10. Let's see where we're at. If you gotta start with 5, you gotta start with 1 pound. That's okay. Start and control the weight. Don't force it, don't swing it. You've got to control the weight. So I want to double check my schedule here and see what I did last time, because this is why you keep this, because you can't remember. Make sure that that's what I'm doing here. With that, the dips. Okay. So raise. Okay. So I want to keep the same similar routine. So last time I did dips, so we're going to do dips again. Now, first off, I don't have a full dip pull-up system here, and I'm not strong enough to do full body dips yet. I will be. I'm not there yet, so we're going to get those and put them in here soon. But it's going to be probably another month or two before I'm strong enough to do full body dips. So what we do here is we do it between chair dips here. Put your legs out, keep everything straight here, and you go down. If this is all you can do, that's fine. But you bring it down as far as you can. Okay, so we're going to switch it around. We're going to do our upper chest here. We're going to start with 10 and see how that feels. So I want to warm up the muscles lightly, first set anyhow. Now this here, we want to work the upper chest. So we're going to come out from here and bam, right in the center. Bam, control. Control. It's not about, look at me how strong and how much weight I'm lifting. I'm not swinging the weight. I'm not going whoopity whoopity whoopy super stupid fast, because that don't do nothing. I'm flexing during the whole time. You see this little cut right here? That's what gives it to you. I'm 5 weeks in. My chest already has shape. Not much. I'm only 5 weeks in, guys. But it's there and it's coming. Now that little chair, you see the little way it's leaned back, that gives me the right movement, shall we say. If I don't have it, I'll lean back a little bit like this and do it like that. You can do it standing just fine. Just lean back and bam. You need to bring it the top of the chest up. It's only 10 pounds. You've got to start somewhere. Now we're going to do our push-ups again. Again, flex, tighten the stomach up, plank it, and down. Flex your rotor cuffs. Stretch it. Stretch it. It's coming. It's coming. Again, stretch the muscles. I can't stress enough how important that is on rotor cuff exercises. Anything you can do that moves your arms works the whole rotor cuff. It's the most complicated muscle group of the body. You have to work at different angles. As it gets stronger, I'll alternate with different types of exercises and really work the whole rotor cuff area. Well, I haven't even started working this shoulder muscle by themselves yet. We'll see that later. All in good time. I'm going to go ahead and keep it at 10 for my upper arm chest raise because I want the control. This isn't a look at me and look how strong I am. Drop your ego when you lift weights. You don't need much weight. You need to do the exercise properly with a little bit of resistance. That's all the weight is a little bit of resistance. Your father, you lift it up. Don't jerk it. Third set. try to keep your sets down to about 15 seconds apiece. If you got to wait 5 minutes between sets, it's okay. Bring it down. 15 seconds apiece also makes it into an aerobic exercise. You get on one of them and start walking around and running, you don't build muscle, you just get skinny. So if you want to be a runner, hit the track. If you want to be a bodybuilder, this is where you start. If you boys want to get your chest to pop, this is how you start to do it. This is how you develop that. Nobody shows you the process. We're showing you the process. Pay very close attention how I lift this weight. Bring it up. Bring it out. I don't know if you notice or not. Watch. Breathe in, out. Breathe in, out. Very important. The breathing really goes a long ways to your exercise. Check back, see what I did last time. Okay, So last time I did 2 sets of 10, and then 2 sets of 6, and then 2 sets of 5. So we're already ahead. I did 3 sets of 10 of the push-ups. Even if you do a half rep, always try to work beyond the plateau you're at. A half rep means a downward rep. Half rep is fine. Always try to push a little bit beyond where you were. That's why you got to keep track, because you don't know where you were. You don't write it down. Nobody's going to. Maybe 1/10 of 1% of the population has an eidetic memory where they remember every fucking thing since they were in the womb. Very few of us are that lucky. Cursed. That means they remember all their fuck-ups too. Most of us have amnesia. And flex those tummy muscles. Flex the body. Get your breathing right. Plank. We begin. More sets of 10, that's good. So last week was the first week I added in the fox push-ups, or pull-ups. So when you added a new set of reps of anything that's working the same area, the rest of your sets are going to suffer a little bit. That's how that works. I got so sore from this, especially my lower ab, you saw it. Gave myself 2 days off, and I couldn't even do the wheel with my legs straight. I was like, oh, whoa, we got to back off a minute. That's because putting tension on the whole body with my legs up like that works all of this. Oh, go with 10 for that set. Don't force it. That doesn't mean back off either. A little cooler today, but we're still breaking a sweat. Now, I don't know if any of you boys can tell on camera, but I sure feel my chest come alive. If you can't feel it in the muscle you're trying to work, you ain't working it. What you don't want to do is just go wee through the exercise. It's not doing you any good. It's not about how many reps you can do. 15 reps max. After 15 reps, you got to change up the exercise somehow. Add more weight, make it more difficult, something. After that, you just became a runner. It's just like you're running down the track. It ain't doing nothing. Being aerobic, getting you skinny, not building muscle. You want to build muscle? Watch me. You want to be a runner? There's a track down the road. Go watch them. Can you see the chest coming out a little bit? That's what we're working on. Chest, back arms, over the shoulder. That's what we're doing. Okay. That's what I mean by half a set. I said, if you gotta go a little bit beyond your 15 seconds, or even up to 5 minutes per set, because you ain't there yet, that's okay. Bring the times back in, closer and closer together. We'll eventually get to where there's no pause between sets. You just start popping them off. That's good. Well, when I can bring this to 10 sets of 10, which I can't, when I can do that, I'm ready for full body dips. I ain't there yet. I will be. And you'll be able to watch it right here on the YouTube. That's 10 sets of 10 of everything. Not just one here or one there. That really works your lower abs. Man, you'd be surprised. Can everybody see the chest? If I didn't have this fat gut, it would really stick out. I ain't there yet. I ain't even close. Just wait. It's coming. But I'm a lot better than I was 5 weeks ago. I'll tell you that. Just look back at the other videos. Can you do this with the bench press bar? Yeah. Yes, you can. What you lose is one arm's always going to be a little stronger than the other. If you're doing it the same way with either arm, you can equalize the strengths between the two, and you can also get the center pushed together, which you cannot do with a bar. You have to do it with dumbbells. Bar, you just go straight up and down. Dumbbells, you have a lot more control of what you're doing and what you're working. The bar was better. I got one right back there. I'd be using it. This is better. Can't get that center pushed together with the bar. some of you guys are going, well, I ain't got dumbbells. The key advantage to a dumbbell is I can bring my arms back. On a push-up, I'm going to show you. Work the center crust right here. And the push-ups like this. But you can't go back like that. So it's not quite as good, but it's better than nothing. Do hands together push-ups, or V them out like this if you're not ready. This is a hell of a lot harder than this. Now bring out that crest. That's where I had to start. I'll have to call my buddy Mike back in a bit. We're busy. So we got 5. I was so weak when I started all this, I literally had to find a set of like little bitty dip benches and hold in between and do pull-ups flat on my back. That's how weak I was when I started years ago. I couldn't even begun to done that. And when I started, because I had to work the whole muscle, I started with 3 different types of push-ups. Here, wide ones, because that works the rotor cuff different, and the narrow ones. So if you need to do the 3 types of push-ups to start because you're just not ready yet, that's fine. You've got to work the whole area of the rotor cuff. It's so stupid important, it's not even funny, because you can get really strong within this one area and the rest of the muscle is completely weak. You need to try to do something else thinking you're strong and you hurt yourself. You got to build the whole area together. I can't even begin to tell you how important that is. See how flexes my shoulders, it's stretching my shoulders, stretching that rotor cuff out. You need to get it a second, that's fine. Stretch back if you do. Stretch those muscles out. I'm stretching. I'm not flexing, I'm stretching. Gotta stretch. So other arm stretches, you can go like this here. And then like this here. I can barely do this one. I'm going to actually got to reach over and pull this forward. I'm not limber enough. Okay. I really need to do that stretch there. On the behind the shoulder stretch here. Behind the shoulder stretch here. You got to stretch all that out. Flex it back like that. Got to stretch everything out. And if you don't stretch it out, as you build up strength, you're just going to get tighter and more twisted. You start walking around like this, switching. You didn't flex. You didn't stretch. You can twitchy on the street. You don't want to do that. Again, another half set, and that's fine. Yeah. Check back in my book to see what I did, because I want to push a little bit past where I was last time. A little past. It doesn't mean a lot. You get too sore, you actually hold yourself back. So last time I did 2 sets of 10, 2 sets of 6, and 2 sets of 5 push-ups. I did
4 sets of 12 for the fox push pull-ups, and then 9.5. I did 5 sets of 10, and then 5 dips. And then I started with 15 pounds last time, but only set 1 set of 10, and I dropped to 3 sets of 10 pounds, and then 1 5-pound of the raise of the dumbbells. So I went to a chair bench press of 2 sets of 5 15 pounds and 1 set of 10. And I had to back off working out for 2 days. So I'm going to back off just a little bit this time. I don't want to give myself 2 days off. I could do 1 day off, and no days off. Because I kind of over pushed it. It's really easy to do on a new exercise. Because you feel really good and you're like, yeah man, this is good. And next thing you know, it's like the next day you're going, oh, wow, I really did that. So, with that, let's go into our the 10 push-ups here. Pull-ups. See what we get in there. Call that an 8. Wow. Go back and do our little half dips, if you want to call them that. Not full body dips. But you got to start somewhere. Going up and down this much is somewhere. That's all you can do. That's okay. Start doing something. Get off the fucking couch. Get that pizza out of your face. Unless you want to die. Dying's easy. It's real simple. Living's a little harder. You're Miley Cyrus and bouncing around the stage half naked all day long every day. You can eat all the pizza you want. She's 21 years old. I ain't 21 years old anymore. I turn 53 next week. I can't do that. And anybody my age or older, you can't do it either. You gotta choose to live or die, buddy. I choose to live. What about you? Let's live together. Come on, follow me. Follow what I do. Last set, we're going to call this good. I don't want to overdo it. Maybe I take tomorrow off, maybe not, see how I feel in the morning. But next time I come out here and do this exercise, because now I've started Because that was due last week. Now I kind of equalized it. Now I can start pushing it up. Even if one of the exercises I'll just do a half a set more than I did this week, I did a little more. Write it down. Just like working on your restoration. As long as you go out in the garage every day and put a bolt in, one day it'll be done. You go out in the garage and have a beer, it'll never get done. Work on it every day, and it'll eventually happen. I need to take over that myself. I gotta get the shop in order. See the back arms? See the shoulders, the back? See the chest? That's what we're working on. It's coming. Okay, so I went 10 minutes over my 45-minute period because I'm busy running my mouth. That's close enough. So we're gonna go have a little hydration and some food.
I think the lights are on. Let me turn on the lights.
I'll turn it on.
Oh, okay.
That light, camera, action.
You should turn the other light on too.
Behind the door over there if you want to do
Pretty
it.
dark.
Just plenty. So again, not cold water, not hot water. You want room temperature, very slightly warm water because you don't want to slow your metabolism down. First thing in your mouth is water. You want to hydrate. You can use apple cider vinegar if you want, just straight water. But you need to get that water in your body right away. Liquid cells that have plenty of hydration can absorb nutrients. Dehydrated cells will not. The water, it's slippery. That's how glaciers fall off a mountain. They get liquid water underneath them and it slides. You gotta allow nutrients to slide into your body. You have to stay hydrated. I don't quite have a rotten banana, so this will have to work, unfortunately. These are our most ripest of bananas. Again, if you're making a smoothie, keep the sugar out, just put fruits in it, yogurt, that sort of stuff, that's really good. If you make a smoothie, put a banana and put the peel in it. The peel's really good. Smoothies are good. Yogurt's good. Ice cheese is good. Some people who are not, that do not have any European ancestry, are lactose intolerant. Lots of other types of protein.
Do your research. If you're watching this, you got the internet. Use Google. What are easily digestible proteins? What are long-term digestible proteins? Look it up. Find something you can digest. It's not that difficult. Really not. Not today. Back when I was a kid, this information was pretty much unobtainable. Today, we have the internet. We have social media. Well, I just found out this morning. I don't know how. I stopped there at Instagram. All of a sudden, I got Billy Lane on my feed. He's starting to Vincent. Well, yeah, rooms go a long way. So he finds out who I am. You know, man, I got 38 EL 2602. 2 numbers off of mine, 2604. Who'd have thought? The other day I'm playing Sebastian Bach. Put up this one, listen to somebody tags fucking Sebastian Bach on my Instagram. Everybody's this fucking close now because of the social media stuff. I'm reading YouTube. Yahoo. There's a whole article on kids that are 14, 15, 16 years old started their own makeup line when they're 8 and they're famous and wealthy. You couldn't make any money when I was an 8-year-old, but today a young entrepreneur who's got a brain and the support of his parents can make a fortune by the time they're a young teenager. Let your kids into the real world. Don't hold them back. I can't stress that enough. They're either on top of this world or they're going to be left behind. And if they're left behind, they will never catch up. Not ever in a million years. It's like being 18 years old and finding out what kindergarten is. They can't read and write. You either want your kid to be on top of the world, and you want to hold them back and have them stupid. You pick. I know. I tried to start a business when I was 8 years old. I couldn't for the life of me find out any way I can make any money. Today it's easy. All because of social media. Again, this is our royal jelly and cactus honey. It's a very good natural sugar. This is when you want to have it. A lot of this royal jelly is what they feed to the queen bees. Look it up. Now I will raise my blood sugar. Got a little hydration in me. Now I can go for my liquid protein.
How many?
We got 5. We're going to show you here in a second. Because I just finished my workout. These things come in a magic container. They have 26 to 28 grams of protein per egg. Magic prearranged. So you can count how much protein you're putting in your body based upon your weight. I'm using 5.
about 175 pounds, 5'9". If you're 6'5", 250 pounds, you need a little more. If you're 5'1" and 90 pounds, you need a little less. Figure it out by your body weight. Okay. There we go. 5 raw eggs. Liquid, easily digestible protein. Bam, right in my muscles. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you start to get cut. This is just the beginning. I've done this before. I know what I'm doing. So learn from me. And I'm showing you it took a lot of questions, a lot of answers, a lot of people, a lot of knowledge, and a lot of magazines, and a lot of time to figure out. And I got it down. We'll see you guys on the next video. Bye-bye.